Dwayne Laughlin here for the Gospel Magic channel. Recently we put up a video that was not about a trick in a gospel routine. It rather was about a concept that relates to the overall idea of being a gospel magician. I asked for feedback about that. I basically asked, are you interested in this kind of thing, or do you just want to see tricks and routines on this channel? And I got a lot of nice feedback that people appreciated the fact that I'm willing to venture into the realm of theory, at least a bit, even though this is video. And so I decided we would put up another presentation for you. That's what this is. No trick, no routine, just a quick thought, something for you to consider. It's based on the question, does every trick a gospel magician do need to have a gospel message? Many years ago, at a certain regional convention of the Fellowship of Christian Magicians, there was sort of a rule passed that anyone who lectured at that conference had to have messages with all of his magic. If a person just came in and taught entertaining ideas, they said, no, we're not going to have that person. Basically, if you don't preach, then you don't teach. That was their policy. I'm glad to say they only kept that policy for a year or two. Finally, they dropped it because they realized it wasn't a good policy. And frankly, I spoke to them about the matter. I do not believe every trick needs to have a message, and here's why. One of the things we can do as gospel magicians is win the right to be heard. We can bring in an audience. We become part of, we're an attraction. In other words, to get people there in the first place, we need to do some things that are going to be fun. And if you tell people out in the world, just come here so we can preach at you, they're not likely to come. But on the other hand, come, you're going to see this wonderful show, you're going to see these amazing things, and there's an inspirational message. Well, the wonderful show, the amazing things, is the part of the advertising that gets their attention and helps them decide they're going to come and check out what's going on. So my point is, I think it's good to be able to entertain. It's good to be able to do fun things that put people in a mood to listen. I have no problem starting out a show with just fun, flashy, fancy magic. I have no problem doing some things that are just for laughs, because to me, there's still a spiritual purpose in that. And the purpose is I'm creating an atmosphere, an environment that's going to make people more willing to listen. You could compare it to a preacher who tells a joke at the start of his sermon. Why does he tell the joke? To get the people listening. During the course of the message, he may have an interesting little story, a little anecdote. He's not quoting scripture, he's not telling a Bible story, he's telling something about his life which people relate to and helps them realize this man knows me, he knows what my life is about, and it sort of helps him mentally tune in again as his sermon continues. And I think the gospel magician should do the same with his presentation. You do some things that get their attention in the first place. You do some things that are fun, some things that just help folks relax and say, you know, we like this person and he knows how to have a good time in life. We can relate to him. And because you've done that sort of thing, when you get serious with the message, they're going to give you a hearing. You have earned the right to speak to them about deeper things in life. They will pay attention because you've won them over. So no, not every trick needs a gospel message. Tricks can serve the purpose of creating the environment, the situation where the gospel message will be better heard when we do give it. And of course, we want to make sure before it's all over, we do give the message loud and clear. That's it. A thought for you, just relating to the general idea of being a gospel magician and some things that we need to think over carefully. I'm Dwayne Laughlin. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.